Okay guys, I'm back in here with the 110. This is a different 110 than my 110. I was trying to find a video on how to make the bump start, because all you have to do is ground a wire. I did it on mine because it's just kind of annoying to find neutral every single time. And so I was just thinking I would try to do this again on this one. But like I was saying, I could not find a YouTube video on how to do it again, because you can do it for free instead of buying a bump start from Faster Minis or something like that. If you want to do that, you can. I guess it kind of looks good at whatever. It's just a little plate that goes there and it grounds the wire. That's it. You don't even need that little thing down here like they sell. It's just a kind of look, just a little look piece. But it's super easy. All you have to do is, when you take off the side piece right here, there's this rubber boot that holds all these wires, kind of keep them from water and stuff. And you've got this green one. It's the only green one in here, and it's in here like this. You kind of have to wiggle it out. It's a little tough, but you can get it out. And then this is the wire you have to ground. I'm almost positive. If it's not, we'll find out real quick. So you just run it back through. It's kind of the same thing like a bump start, but you gotta run that wire through, because you're gonna ground it up here with the rest of your wires. So you just gotta get it through here. It's one of these. And you just have to ground it, and it'll think that you have it in neutral whenever you're trying to start it. It won't hurt anything. It's the same thing as the bump start you buy. It's the same. You're doing the same thing. You have to disconnect this wire when you do that. So once you get it back through. Okay, so the wire is in this like heat shrink type thing. I'm gonna get this out of here, because I'm pretty sure this is what I did on the other 110. You just gonna get this out of here. Take you some pliers. These might work. I have to grab some other ones. And what I'm just gonna do is, now I'm back with this. I got some needle nose pliers and some electrical tape. What you're gonna wanna do is pull this apart. So you can place it on the ground. Let me see if I can get this one. Okay, I think this will work. But like I said, we're gonna find out. Don't do what I'm doing just yet until we find out if it works for sure. And then this, I'm trying to ground up here. I'm pretty sure this is what I did, but it's been years. And like I said, I couldn't find the video I watched. So I was like, well, why not make a video? Okay, and you're gonna need a 10mm, so you can undo this. You shouldn't have to undo this all the way. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is, now I remember. Okay, I'm going to smash the, okay, I need to smash this, put it up in here, and then this should work for that. And I'm just going to tighten this down, and I'll put that back in there. Okay, let's see. So that's what I'm gonna do. Should have just left it like it was. I keep changing what I'm doing because I can't remember everything I did, because I knew I used something like this. Now, let me see if I can. Where's it at? Okay, if it'll focus. But you can kind of see what I got here. It's a kind of like a prong thing, and you've got this inside right here. There it is. Okay, so I got this right here. I'm just gonna shove that up in there, the wire, and yeah, there you can see it now. The light's not great right now. Getting dark. You don't have to use one of these. You don't have to use one of those. I think you could have just spreaded this apart like I was doing. See that on the camera? Yeah, you probably could have just spread this apart and put it up in there and ground it. You just need to, like, you could probably still smash it now. It just has to be grounded here as long as the connection keeps it grounded. That's all you're doing. Hopefully this will work right. I'm just gonna try to shove it up in here. The only problem is it's got to connect. This heat shrink's getting in the way. And heck, if you wanted to, you could just cut this wire right here, but it's got, yeah, it's just one wire. You could probably just cut this wire, wrap it around a piece like this, and then ground it. But I'm just not doing that. I don't feel like messing with wires right now, but I guess I am in a way. But yeah. Last time I had my dad helping me with this, but it worked. My 110 works just fine. I've never had any problems from this. Yeah, so mine's a 2020, this one's a 21, so nothing should be different. I don't know if they've changed the bump starts. I'm just hoping this will go in here and connect. That's the only problem. I just want to, let me see if I can just, I'm hoping that'll be good. We're gonna find out. If it's not, I'll just switch it up a little bit. So, and if you had one of the circle ones, what comes with the bump start, it would connect in here better because you could just take the screw off and just do it. But this works fine. I mean, like I was saying, you can just connect that wire in there. The only problem is, see, we're just gonna see if it works. Right now it's in gear. See, it's not moving. We'll see if it works. See, that's all you're doing. And then look, pull that out. It's in gear, won't move. And right now it won't start. Push this up in here. It starts. So now that I know that works, I'm probably gonna take it off and then I'll just tape this wire to this just to make sure it doesn't come loose. And then also while I brought the tape over here, this wire really does nothing. But just in case you don't want it to get wet, because if it did get wet, who knows, it could cause problems, mess with kind of the computer and stuff in there. So just wrap it up and just do that. I kind of like this better than the bump start, because with the bump start from like faster mains and stuff that I've looked at, you're basically, I think it's right here. Yeah, see, there's already a metal piece right here. They just made a new metal piece like this. It's kind of colored. They might sell black one. I don't know, but this is black right here. This, you're taking this off, putting that there, then you're running a wire back up to this thing. I think if I'm right, yeah, you run a wire back up to this thing and then ground it. I think, well, actually, this wire that I just taped up, this is the wire you connect to your bump start down here. Then you run the bumps, you connect the ground wire to the bump start, run the bump start back up to this, and that's all you're doing. Me personally, I don't see why you'd want to run more wires than you need to. That's just more of something else to go wrong. Put it into the boot, just shove it back up in there, and then it'll be behind the boot anyways. Like I was just saying, it's more of something to go wrong if you do that bump start. I think, let me see, this isn't gonna come out, I don't think. That's good. It shouldn't come out. Super easy to do this. And the bump start's like 30 bucks, I think. I don't really want to pay 30 bucks for something you can do in 5 minutes and not have to wait on shipping. And Faster Minis, they rip you off, buddy. I don't, depending on where you live, I guess, but it's like, if I want to go in there and get some grips, I just get grips from Motorsport. But you can go in there and get grips from them, and the grips will be like 12 bucks, and the next thing you know, you're paying 30 bucks for $12 grips because shipping's like 20 bucks. So, I don't know, that's me. But, super simple. Just get a close up. And it starts. So, I hope that helped you out. It's just a quick, simple thing. Now that I know what I'm doing, it takes 5 minutes. Super easy. And it's free. And you keep your stock look if you're into that. I don't really care about stock or aftermarket as long as it goes fast. It's good with me. But yeah, whatever works. And I hope that helped you out. See you in the next one.